Hello, hello everybody. How are we doing today? All right, we'll get getting this started here. Jeff, let's switch over to which one of these is this? Stream. There we go. Hello everybody. It's been a while since last I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday maybe. I don't know if I did Friday. Maybe. Maybe it hasn't been that long. I'm looking right at you guys. I never look into the camera because it's up here. All right. How we doing? How we doing? All right. All right. Let's get this started. We're outlining this figure here. So we're just going to keep moving along. If you guys have any questions or comments, just let me know. Guess I'm not seeing anything in Restream's chat yet. Not even my own uh, message. There we go. Oh, hold on to this bad boy. Get to hold on. There we go. Like that. Like this. Like that. Okay. And weird. Alright, it should be connected now. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Let me make sure we're actually on my earbud. Yep. Okay. Alright, and I don't think you heard me the first time. Welcome, Fadilist or Fadila Sabovic. It's hard to tell when the first name ends and when the last name begins. But thank you for joining the channel. Hope you're having a great day. And our friend Random is here. Hey, how's it going, Random? Okay, I don't need to be listening to myself. So let me switch this over. We know the audio's working. What's good with you, Random? And then we'll go back to who we were listening to. Okay. Yeah, I just started. I just had to fix a little microphone issue. How are you doing today? So I got a lot of work to do. So we're just trying to do this. You know what? Maybe I don't know why that's there. Maybe I should switch this to 4.5. There we go. Let's change that. There we go. 4 sounds good. Hey, Rome Dog, welcome. How you been? Good to see you. Busy day so far. Considered streaming as well, but might just relax for a bit. Yeah, I feel you. You stream a lot. You don't want to get burnt. You want to get burnt out from over streaming. All right. Yep. 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 So yeah, it's been some days since my last stream. You've been good. That's good. How's the weather out there? Decent. Everybody seems to be getting hit with the cold weather. We're getting close, guys. We got like 4 pages. I thought I was down to 3, but then I recounted and it's 4. I thought the last one I did was the fourth to the last page, but it was the fifth. Number 5. So we're almost done with this one, which will be, let's see, 6, and then we got 5, 4, 3. So we'll have 3 after this one. So we're getting pretty close. It's so nice here, 61. I feel bad because everyone else is freezing. Yeah, not much you can do. People are where they're at, and that's the thing with the internet. Made us all way too connected, and maybe that's not a bad thing, but maybe it's not necessarily a good thing either. Maybe more good than bad. I don't know. So my friend from Minneapolis sent me. I guess there was a concert last night at First Avenue, which is uh, kind of the big music um, venue in Minneapolis, famous for many bands that came out of there during the 80s, maybe the 70s too. But it was uh, I don't know if it was everybody was somebody who maybe dropped something on the Rhymesayers label. But yeah, there was R.A. the Rugged Man, Mr. Dibbs. Um, now I can't even remember. This is sad being from That town. Who's the lead guy on Rhymesayers? That's just like spacing his name. Uh, who else was there? Cool Keith, um, Sage Francis. Yeah, he sent me some video from the concert. It was pretty cool. Atmosphere, yeah, but was it Sean? But can't think of his stage name now. But yeah, Atmosphere. Sad that I cannot think of his name right now. Got 54 here, 70 next week. Man, what's Bo up to? He's I guess he's telling Rocky about food because Rocky got done playing with the toys and they cleaned up. As you can see, hold on, let me move this here. You could see. Let me turn that off. You can see Bo is or Rocky's tossing in the last toy, and Bo is telling him about food, and Rocky's like, "What food? Food? It's my favorite subject." MF Doom? No. Let's see. Slug. Yeah, he goes by the stage name of Slug. How come I not remember Slug? But it's Sean Daly is his real name. DJ producer Anthony Davis is the guy that makes all the beats. I was like, why can't I remember his stage name? Okay, so I think maybe I seen Brother Ali in the crowd. I need to listen to some Rhyme Sayers again. I had Atmosphere and POS albums, but I don't know too much of the rest. Yeah, POS is good. Doomtree, all those guys from Doomtree. Yeah, the Brother Ali album. Yeah, I like Brother Ali. Yeah, my friend was wearing a an idea uh, his idea sweatshirt or whatever, and then he got a picture with uh, Idea's mom. She was at the concert. He's got like a picture of him with Mr. Dibs too. He may have gotten more, but he only sent me a few things. Some of the sets. Hey, Sabrina Suburban Garden, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you're doing well. Get that 2K, Rome Dog. I just threw in a sub. Oh, Rome's almost about to hit the 2K. Nice. I can only imagine. I don't think it's probably any different than whatever number you're at until you start seeing 2K in your chat. 2K folks in your chat. But that's awesome. About to hit that 2K mile marker. Thanks, we so close. Do you know exactly how many more you need, Rome? Let's see, people in my stream. I don't know if we get a whole lot, but yeah, go to Rome's channel and help support. Give him a sub, some thumbs up. Okay, we almost got these lines in, about halfway done. Try not to think about this stuff too much and just do it. Sometimes I get too caught up in how this stuff looks. Obviously, I want it to be the best, but I ain't got time to be messing around. If I do any more books, the next designs for whatever I do, I am going to make sure they are the most simplest thing. You start putting too much detail and stuff, it's like, oh my gosh. Now every page that has that character on it has to have all the same detail. This one is good. We're gonna hit 1 mil views, 2K subs. Oh, nice. 2K, 2,000 videos and 2,000 watch hours. Nice. Hey, Pre, welcome. Yeah, I'd be happy with those numbers myself. I'm trying not to pay too much attention because I'm not. My streaming is somewhat sporadic. I try to be a little bit regular, but I think people I don't know if they get discouraged or if they're just like he does too much different things. Like one day I'm doing digital art, the next day I'm doing traditional art. I don't do enough like videos. It's it's just all live streaming. Am I doing too long of a live stream? I just go with what I feel. So I figure if I haven't streamed in like a few days, uh, a long stream isn't gonna be bad. Come on. But I've been thinking about do I keep the streams to a certain length Like Random seems to do a very good job about that. Um, my thing is, I don't have a problem with being online for longer than I should. All right, there's our lines. We gotta clean all this up. Your traditional art is top shelf. Yes, and that's the thing, Rome. When I start doing the digital art, especially this stuff for illustration work, that then I feel like people don't really show up as often as if I were doing a painting, like a real. Um, what am I doing here? I need to do this because once I finish these, I will definitely be going and putting in work on that large canvas that I had started and then had to stop when this project came up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Okay, I need to cut these. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back to um, doing some traditional painting, and I'd say probably after, hopefully after today. Depends on um, depends on how many days it takes for me to finish this. Trying to get it done today, but might be a couple days. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, like these lines. I'm trying to. Oops. Trying to fix up. Trim. Okay, okay. Oops, wrong tool. Yeah, I agree. Random. It's hard to tell when the algo what the algo wants. So just be yourself and give it time. Yes, it's hard to have some patience because you know your idea of something will change over time. Like when I started this, it was like, oh, it's just me documenting my process. And then you start seeing those numbers go up, and then you're like, is it Is it just about me documenting this? Because now I'm paying attention to the numbers and not like what I'm doing. And I see that with some other people who are like kind of getting started. It's like, why am I even worried about this? It's like not why I started doing it in the first place. But now you start thinking about, oh, am I doing the right content that's bringing people? And then it's like, dude, you're too focused on this. Like you said you weren't trying to be a YouTuber doing art. That's what you're doing now. It's like you're no longer an artist on YouTube. You're a YouTuber trying to do art. For what reason? To what end? Like, okay, come on. Well, that's not what I was trying to do. Turn that off. Okay. Okay, trim, trim, trim. Whoops. That's the problem. Don't do that. Do this. Do this. Nope, nope. Why? All of a sudden that switched over. Whoops. Not what I was trying to do. Okay, trim, 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 trim. Mm. think I got rid of something that I shouldn't have got rid of. There we go. There we go. Okay. Phew, excuse me, guys. Uh, didn't mean to do that. What are we doing here? Open that back up, please. Whew. It's cool out today, but it's not too bad. It was like right around freezing, 32, 31. So we got overcast skies though, so no sun. Thanks, guys, for the likes. Keep forgetting to check that stuff. Nope, a few days away, and you forget how to act. Forget what to do. All right. Oops. Okay, let's get back to make sure we're on the correct layer here. Nice margarita weather. Just kidding. Yeah, maybe if I was somebody that enjoyed margaritas. I don't really drink. I haven't had any alcohol in years. I don't go out. I don't have any fun. Like a workaholic. And I don't even like work. I'm like the opposite of a workaholic. Oops. Know what happened there? Nope. Not losing that yet. Hold on. Let's see. Can we get rid of that? There we go. You'd say at least 50-degree minimum. Yeah. About the temperature that paint will actually dry. Well, there's some tiny drama going on at my job. They opened up a lead position for our department, and some of the folks, some of my coworkers asked me if I've applied, and I'm like, of course, I was told that position was opened up so that I should apply for it. So basically, when I got originally hired onto this team, I was the team lead. And then when the company was sold and bought by somebody else, that company got rid of my position, so I had to rehire as just the plain old concierge for the hospital. And I was like, yeah, whatever, that's fine. You know, I don't even think I'm like management material. I always try to stay away from that type of stuff until I started working at the hospital here. And I took on like a supervisor position for my old department. And then when that disappeared, I got hired on the concierge team as the lead. And then they disappeared my job after the new owners took over. And now the new owners, they're tired. So basically, when they got rid of the team lead position, and we got a new supervisor hired on for our team. Before that, somebody needed to do the scheduling for us, and they were paying me a stipend to do that. And I'm like, I'm fine with that. I can do the scheduling for you guys. That's probably all the most I want to do if I were to take on more responsibility. So uh, I don't know, some months ago, my supervisor came to me and said, they'll probably be opening up a team lead position. I was like, okay. And then about 2, 3 weeks ago, she came to me and said, well, they're tired of paying you the stipend. They want to make an actual position. So they're going to open up this team lead position and that I should apply for it. I'm like, okay, whatevs. I'll do it. And thing is, they have to post it. They can't just, they can't just give it to me because that would be not kosher. And I'm like, you guys gotta do what you gotta do. I don't care. I'm like, I was already team lead, and I was like, do not feel like being put in that same position where I end up having to get rehired because now you want to get rid of it again. So since they had to post it hospital wide, and I'm sure it's internal and external, there are some people on the team, I guess, who have applied for it, which is their right. I don't give a crap. I get my 99%, 99.9%. The thing is, there are people on the team that said just to me that they'll leave if if I'm not the one hired for the position, because there's a new gal who just got hired on like back in October, I think it was when she started, and she had already rubbed some of the coworkers the wrong way by saying she wanted to be our supervisor's assistant, and this was when not long after she got hired on, and I'm like, okay, whatever, she's got goals, you know, nothing wrong with that. Somebody's got goals. Well, that didn't sit well with them because she's new. They don't know her. They don't trust her because of some things she said and uh, some some things she's done. Uh, Her attendance was kind of spotty in the beginning, which was understandable because they were like medical reasons or health reasons. So everybody has that right or whatever. And, you know, she's done some stuff without having to be prompted to do, like reorganize some stuff, informational stuff at our stations, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but um, not necessarily good too when I can't find the information that I'm looking for because of how she set it up. But that's not anything that can't be learned, relearned. So it's just inconvenient when I'm trying to help somebody and I can't find the information I need to help the person that's in front of me because somebody else reorganized that information into uh, something that is not familiar with, well, I wouldn't say familiar, just convenience sake. For example, all the information used to be in alphabetical order, so if I needed something, I could just find it by alphabetical order. Now it's by a weird, arbitrary, like by department um, system, and it's like, okay, now I got to look through all these pages for that particular department. Where on in all these pages, and it's electronic too, so I guess I can just go on there, open up Find, and search for it. But it was so much easier, like alphabetical order. I just like, okay, I know where to go. Yeah, people got my back, but I'm not trying to be like I deserve this position. It's just I think people have my back because I'm super easygoing and that I don't give people a hard time about their schedule or how their schedule should be set up. And that's what they're worried about is like all of a sudden their comfy schedule uh, gets all thrown out of whack. And I get it. A lot of these people, the thing is, a lot of these people are like retired. So really, they do this as part-time work and to kind of help out because they're staying within the industry that they were working in before they retired. And they're worried that now somebody new that's not familiar with uh, healthcare and all that, who is in a completely different field, is trying to come in and you know tell them what they should, you know, how they should be doing something. It's like that would maybe put me on edge if I were in their position. Like, why should I have to learn new tricks? Why can't I just be the old dog doing the same old tricks? Now, on our team, you're required to at least be able to know some, um, like your way around computers and stuff, so you can log in and then get onto certain applications that we use. Hey, passerby, welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm doing very well, thank you. I have the day off, and I'm trying to get these pages done. I am on the fourth to the last page. It's pretty close to being done here. I'm just cleaning up these outlines, and actually, I still have to do this toy box. I put way too much detail in on the other toy box images, so I got to do it on this one. But I think I got the outline for this character pretty much completed. So we're gonna try and do this color fill real quick. Well, how are you doing today? You got? Oh, I was gonna say you have the day off too. Hope your day is going well, or evening, or no, not evening, morning. God damn it! What time? It's gonna be okay. Evening, not late evening, but evening. Thank you, passerby. We're getting there. Four more. We're almost done with this one. Four more to knock out. Come on. See, it's like little things like this where I'm like fiddling around with stuff that's like slowing me down. Fiddling, fiddling, fiddling. Okay. Here we go again. Yeah. Oh, it is 5 a.m. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting. Anytime it's PM for me, it's like AM for you. If it's AM for me, it's PM. Yeah, and it is Tuesday. Yeah, it's the next day. I keep thinking like Japan or something like that, where they're like, I think they're 15 hours ahead, and I'm always trying to add that, and my brain doesn't want to do the simple math. Sorry, I'm just trying to find something else to listen to while I'm sitting here doing this. Not much going on. I guess there is stuff going on. Okay, there's a bunch of other painters, artists on. I do not want to listen to any news stuff. I'm getting tired of listening to the news. It's just stuff around here is just pissing me off. So I'm trying not to pay too much attention right now. I usually get enough of that when I go hang out with my wife. She's constantly on TikTok and keeping me up to date with what's going on. All right, enough fiddling with that. We're gonna do the next layer. 15 ahead of Eastern US. Okay. So 13 hours. I was thinking 15, but it's 13. Hey, I today. Thank you for dropping through, saying hello. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm 2 hours. Um, wait, hold on. If it's 15 hours ahead of the East, you're 2 hours, typically 2 hours ahead of us. That's 17 hours. Jesus, that's killing me. What I need to do is okay. It's 17 hours. If it's 17 hours, all I have to do is add a day, subtract 7 hours. So let's see how that works. It's it's 2 o'clock here, or not subtract, but wait, no, that would be, yep, 12 hours plus 5 hours, which is 17. So that would put you at, yeah, 7 a.m. You know I'm gonna forget that again, passerby, right? I'm gonna ask that every single time you jump in chat until it finally sticks in my brain, the conversion, along with everywhere else in the world that I'm trying to keep track of. because you get all kinds of people from, yeah, I'm Central, Central Standard Time. So that's an extra, yeah, that's an extra 2 hours. Yeah, Central, because East is when the sun rises in on the eastern uh, East Coast. We're 2 hours behind them, or they're 2 hours ahead of us. So yeah, I would have to add 2 hours to that. So it's even longer than 15 hours, or more than 15 hours. All right, we were gonna grab a new brush and this, and what size were we going for? That's a little too big, about that size. Maybe it was 20. I don't need to be too exact. I'm actually watching a painter that is in Japan. I think they're in Japan. I mean, they're speaking Japanese. Everybody in chat is writing in Japanese. If I were able to pay more attention, I would just sit and watch chat and try to translate what kanji I know, which I've been struggling to teach myself through Duolingo. But let's just scribble our way through this. This part is real simple to get his fur look. Um, it's 2:54 a.m. there. Geez, where are you at, Eyes? That's what I was wondering. Or like the Philippines or something like that, or Thailand, or maybe that would be okay. One more step, and then we trim all of this away. 41. We just kind of use our smudge tool, and then we just do the same scribbling motion through all of this white to get that little softness and some movement, more movement through this scribbly dibbly do stuff. And that's where we get our fur color or fur pattern for a bow here. But then I gotta remember to turn on background color because the other day I was doing this and then I can't see it on the white background and I thought I was done and then I turned the color on and now I saw all this flashing stuff and I was like, oh man, I still have another step. Whoops. No way, Jose. It's make sure you're on the right layer when you do this too. Here we go. Eyes, you must be an early riser, or you got inspired. When I was younger, I used to do a lot of stuff throughout the night, do work throughout the night, and then go to bed when the sun came up. Race. This one, he's kind of got. You see his kind of see his dog butt. Getting up early, getting the day started before the sun rises. Sometimes that's nice because, like, when you work through the night, things are a lot quieter, slower. Your mind's not caught up on all the stuff that's it's usually thinking about during the daytime. Oh, you know what? I missed all of this. Let me trim the rest of this. So let me trim back the rest of this. There is another way to do this. I could put this inside the shape, the color fill shape, but sometimes depending on the fill opaqueness or opacity, it'll affect what you put inside of it because it will act as a container. Here we go. Oop, we missed this bit. Okay, don't want to miss any bits. Good old lasso tool. We love that lasso tool. Saves time instead of using the eraser. Okay, and then I think we got everything on there. Next step. Next step is the toy box. Let me back out of here real quick. Passerby, you said, I better grab me a coffee. I suspect this headache is caffeine related. Take care. All right, passerby. Hopefully that is the solution. And have a good day. Thank you for stopping through. I appreciate it. It's always good to see you in the chat. You meant be well, be good. I'll be good and be well. Thank you. Eyes, you said you get up at 3 a.m. every morning. I only get up early when it's my day job, which is, I've been getting up at 5 a.m. now. I used to get up a little later than that, but it takes me so much time to get ready nowadays, especially if I don't get stuff ready from the night before, like a lunch and my wife's whatever she's going to be eating during the day while she's working from home. Oh, you know what? I need to go to the boxes. Cancel that. Where's the one with toy boxes? That has already been done. You said YouTube came out with a different feature now. What is that feature? I haven't been paying attention to any of those updates or whatever. All right, so we have this box here. We're gonna snatch up everything related to the box, except for the outline. Okay, select all of these pieces that make up this box, all of this, copy, and then bring it in here and paste it so that we can use it to fill in all the details on this box. Yep, guys, I had a day off from my day job. I slept until about 8:30. You said that's the same flow for me. Just gotta take the kids to school and wake the husband up at 6. And then the rest of the day is yours. That's nice. Taking the kids to school. Wow, I hope that doesn't mean you live in Siberia. You have to deal with cold when you do that. I don't think that's the case, though. I'm just kidding. So box, let's paste layers. Oh, for a second there, I was wait a second. Did I just copy and paste that box? I may have, but what? Oh yeah, because the toy layers are some of the first layers, and that's why they're all in front. It's okay. We'll build the box anyways. I just wonder, does Siberia actually have towns or cities where people have vehicles and drive around and do the same things that we do on a daily? Okay, see, look at that. I already got it built. All I have to do is plug it in, reshape it. So makes things so much easier. If I have to, I'll just trim some stuff. This is what you call doing the work of AI. AI should be doing all this for me, right? That's that's what it's for, to do all the heavy lifting. That's what people who don't use AI don't understand. They think it's taking jobs. Yeah, I mean, it's probably replacing some jobs, but there's always going to be some human that needs to be there to supervise the project. All right. Why did it go all the way to the top? Okay, we got these ones. Look at that. Look how easy that is. When you just stretch it out. I remember, like back in the 90s, in my 20s, illustrators would be complaining about us young artists using the new technology, like all the digital stuff and tools, and being like complaining because now they have to compete with the digital tools. And then over time, it just became the norm. And even some of those old schoolers were like, you know what? It's not as bad as I thought it was. And then they learned the digital tools, and it made life so much easier. Now I get still the the need to uh, learn old school ways of, like, illustration, because sometimes digital stuff just looks too too clean or too unnatural. All right, all right, hold on. So doing things analog, like, not necessarily bad or old. Old does not necessarily mean bad. Okay, there we go. It's cropping. It's cropping it. Thank you guys for the likes. We got up to 6. We're an hour and 16 minutes in. Oh, you know what? Cancel that. Delete that. We need not delete it, but deselect it. And we need to do this side, right, guys? We need to do this side, and then this. Squeeze that. Squeeze all that together. And then we can trim. Deselect. We'll trim some of this away. I like watching James Gurney. If anybody's interested in, like, illustration and painting, um, analog or traditionally, he's a good channel to watch here on YouTube. He's pretty creative. He's been around for, I don't know, ages, since the 70s, doing stuff. Yeah, I always forget about him, and I don't know how often he posts videos or whatever content. Sometimes it just shows up out of the blue, and I'm like, oh, hey, it's a James Gurney video. And I usually watch it, and he's like either doing some plein air painting, mostly plein air painting. But yeah, I like how creative he is and not very concerned with things being perfect or clean or whatever. And it's just like just doing it. That's probably the most important thing is just doing the work. And however you do it, it's fine. I don't think that's the focus unless it's a particular style or way of doing something. Come on. Can't find my outline of my box, which I thought this was the box outline. Where'd it go? If I turn it off, right? Okay, it's not even on that layer. That's why. It's on one of these layers. One of the many layers that's gonna annoy me because I can't find this bit. Maybe it's on this. Yeah, how did I guess? I have to redraw those outlines anyways. Okay, we're getting our fills in. Let's look for the rest of them. We're in this mess of layers. That's the thing is like when you're working digitally now, all of a sudden you got zillions and trillions of layers that you're working with. And sometimes a simple painting, one layer is all you get to figure out what you need to do. It's nice. It's nice to have that limitation. Sometimes people get all defensive about limitations. And a lot of the time, it's because artists aren't limiting themselves, is why they end up in like artist block because there's so much that they can do. They're paralyzed or confused by all of that information. Because I can paint with oils, I can paint with acrylics, I can paint with watercolors or gouache, or I can collage, or I can use Sculpey or to do 3D stuff and then paint it. It's like, sky's the limit. Now it's like, I don't know what to do, and then I don't know what to create. So sometimes limitations are a good thing. You said right, and you don't have to spend money on paint with digital. That is true, but you have to pay your electric bill. You gotta make sure you got electricity. If your power's out, then you're screwed. You can't do your digital stuff without power. That's kind of why I like traditional art or analog, doing things analog, like because it's nice to get away from the computer screens. Like I was fortunate enough to have been exposed to the digital realm of art making as far back as when I was like, I would say 1985, and maybe before then through school, but definitely 1985 when my parents got the very first Macintosh, and I had access to Mac Paint, and then over the years, various other like art applications for the Macs, and then us just always having computers and stuff. But I also was more traditional or analog art making oriented from an early age. Always drawing since I was a kid, taking up painting around 17, 18 years of age. Being a skateboarder has also helped me see things in a different way, especially my surroundings and even my own art making practice. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to extend this here. I'm like, what am I trying to grab? Okay, okay, we're doing okay. I might just have to trim some of this back. Yep, my creative journey has been a long and definitely fun journey for me. And I don't know what I would do without art making or being creative. Okay, I see some colored artifacts somewhere. And again, that means I gotta find the thing. There it is. How did I know? It had to have been the pink thing. It had to have been the pink thing. There we go. And go back. What's hitting below the belt? The paying for electricity? That's just a fact of life, eyes. You remember that show, Facts of Life, eyes? Oh, these are all separate. I mean, traditional arts are always getting blasted by the new technologies. So it's only fair that we hit back. Just kidding. We'll bite your ear off like Tyson did Holyfield. We'll bite your Van Gogh's ear off. Oh wait, Van Gogh was a traditional artist, worked in analog mediums. I'm not bagging on digital. Like I said, I've grown up in with a foot in both worlds, so I just like joking about it because I'll poke fun at traditional arts too. But I do have an affinity towards the traditional. I love digital. It just doesn't have that tactileness for that I love from doing painting or drawing or whatever with traditional materials. and I miss that. I miss getting all down and dirty with, you know, materials. It's like I don't get that with the digital. Some people don't like to get down and dirty. They want to stay clean. They're like, no way would I want to be getting paint all over me. I'm usually not one of those painters. Like I watch these shows and these people got the smock with paint just covering the front of their smock, or even if they have a smock, it's like some people, it's like their normal clothing. They got their shirt or their jean pants, and then they just have oil paint or whatever kind of paint just all over it because that's what they use to wipe their brushes on. I've never been that type of painter. Uh, you said you don't do the painting thing no more because I have nowhere to store it and I have kids, so they would destroy them. So I will be so much. Hold on a second. So I will be so much money because I used to do painting and my kids would, oh, your kids would destroy your work. What are your kids doing? They got no respect for your art. I'm just kidding. Kids don't know any different. That's why kids, no kids, so they don't destroy the art. But then I don't have anybody to pass the art down to, so uh, it's a catch 22. Catch 22. All right, we're getting there. We're just messing around too much, though. We are messing around. That's the thing with digital too, is I get lost in the sauce. I'm always like, what am I doing? Jeez Louise, what's going on here? So what kind of medium did you work in, eyes? Were you acrylic, oil? I like printing too. I like doing screen printing, block printing. I think when I was like 20, 19 or 20, I took a lithography class. And that was fun. Okay, I think we got that. All right, there's our box with the wood grain. Now we need. Oh yeah, no, no, no. We still have some. We have some top pieces to throw in here. Top a piece. Shoot, so we could rotate that. Well, hopefully we don't uncover. What's oh man, anything past what we see already here, or else we'll be fixing some stuff later on. I guess if I turn all this stuff off, let's select our multiple layers all the way down. These should all be like grouped together. so I don't have to do this every single time. Then can I group them together? Is there a group feature? There's merge. I don't want to merge everything. I just want to group them together. I guess if you go like this, right? There you go. Oh, it didn't do it. It's not doing it. Why would it? All right, never mind. Okay. Oh yeah, this white bit has to go. Come on, turn that white bit off. All right. You said no. I learned it from elementary school, and we did a lot of oil paints. Or what's that? What's that painting is really like jelly, like I believe jelly, like painting with jelly. Uh, then when I got to junior high school, it went from painting to drawing. So I stuck with that because I guess it was too messy for me, and I can't afford pen. You can afford pencils all day. Yeah. Hey, Melody, welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you joining us in chat. I can't stay, but wanted to say hi. Check out what you're up to today. Yep, working on the toy box, doing all the patterns and fills for the toy box. But I appreciate you stopping through. Uh, have a good day. You are one busy lady. Always. Wait, is it this one? Okay, yep. There we go. Busy, busy, busy. Better busy than not busy. I guess our dog needs to go out, so I gotta stop real quick to go take the dog out. And it is 2:30. I'm sure we'll probably be eating somewhere between 3 and 4. We always eat late. So glad. Wait, what's going on here? What is going on here? Well, yeah, Looney's on. Let's make sure we acknowledge. Okay, we acknowledge the message and then grab our bit here. Bit. Reshape it. Reshape. Reshape. And then we trim. That and that. Yeah, it's, even though I can zoom in, I still need to get in real close to see what's going on. Okay, hold on a second. Race. Okay. This. Okay. Not that. Somewhere something is poking through. I can't find it. Is it this? It is that. Okay, so this thing is going rogue. It's going rogue. Deselect. He said, I have respect for both, but I like the digital art much better. Yeah, I have our preferences. Nothing wrong with that. Because with digital, I can get the design out on my shirts much faster on my own. Yeah, that's the thing is like once you got the thing drawn, it doesn't take much to set it up and do something with it. Whereas if it's traditional, you got to go have it scanned or photographed, and then you got to mess with that, get the colors right. Yeah, I get it. No, I know the advantages and the disadvantages. For me, my traditional art is first and foremost always for myself. So I'm not worried about turning it into like it's got to be on an iPhone case or on coffee mug or keychain or whatever. Now, if somebody wants a print of it, then yeah, now I got to go through all of that process. Oops, boy, had that all nicely lined up. That's where some people would probably look at me and be like, "You're not very good, are you? You're not very good. You do not know how to successfully turn your art into a money making venture." Okay, we got that bit in. I don't know if I need that back bit though. All right, hold on, guys. I do need to. I'm gonna mute you so you don't hear me yelling at the dog, and she's taking forever. All right, I'll be back, guys. I was just kidding, but sometimes I do yell at the dog, trying to get her to get inside. All right, I'll be back. Make sure. Yep. Okay, we're good. Ear pods. Okay. Thanks, guys, for the likes. 7. I think that's our average for streams. 7. 7 likes. Okay. Next, we're gonna keep getting our textured visual texture fills in there. Bam. Blam. Okay, now we'll just trim some of that back. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay. Trim. Hold on, where's the one? This one? This one. Let's try and extend this out. And just in case, you never know. This has to fill this entire thing. Okay. And that, and that, and that. That. Erase. What? This? No, not that. Where is it? Is it that? That's not that. This. Okay, erase that. Alright, alright. And just in case, I mean to keep it consistent, we'll even put this piece in there. Put this piece there. Distort. Yeah, we use distort a lot. Distort. Rarely am I using skew. Oops. Just a lot of distortion. Just shrink that down. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, now we got these kind of smoky looking areas, layers. So pop those in there, distort, kind of fill in the space here. Oops. Like this here. How's that? Oh, yep. Okay. We'll trim. Are we trimming stuff here? There's Cat Zato. He wants in the room. He will bang on the door until I let him in. Okay. Alright. Let me go grab him before he bangs everything. Come on. Get up here, you nosy cat. You nosy. Yep, here he is. He's up on the table again. Come on, guy. I need. Oh, come here, you. Wipe your nose. Like, no, don't do that. Well, doesn't seem like you were Your nose is running, but as soon as you sneeze, it's gonna come flying out of that nose. And we know it's gonna happen eventually. All right. Okay, nope, trim that. Mr. Z Bro. Z Bro Z. Oh, do we use perspective? Okay, done, done. Do we already have toys? Yeah, well, probably the same ones we already have. Yep, but there are the um, already the look we need, so we don't need these ones anymore. Delete. Oops. Delete these guys. Delete these guys. Come on. Delete. So there's our box. Yay! Now we just have to do all the toys. The box. And then let's select all our toys. Select multiple. Go down the list. Tap to select all of the layers, even the white one, and then turn it back on. There we go, guys. So, wait a second. Oh, wrong layer. Here we go. What happened to our bear though? Oh, we forgot to select that color. You know what? Duplicate. Need white. With a brush. Basic watercolor brush. Okay, and that's actually should go behind the red. Behind the red. Okay. Before I start going too deep into the toys, let's move too deep into redoing these. Let's put that there, and then this one, done slightly. Done. Okay. We have two other spreads that have the toy box in it too. Let's open this back up. We'll do a quick background. I'll do a quick background. And I've just been kind of doing these weird abstract kind of backgrounds to each of these pages. Oh, excuse me, guys. It is 3 p.m. here. Should be 1500 hours everywhere else. And then we do another layer. Should we do something with the same color? Make it darker a little bit. And let's find some brush that's going to give us some kind of texture, visual texture. We already used some halftone. Noise control, not sure. Belgian comics. An ink roller. Wet ink. Sumi ink. A chunk. Not sure what chunk is. Almost looks like an ink roller. Okay. Oops. Okay, we got that. Maybe we can recrop it. Okay. You can also play with its opacity and blend mode. Let's play with the blend mode. You don't want to do anything too dark. And the publisher will be like, you need to make that lighter for the text. If it's too dark, the text won't read because it's black, and they don't want to do white. They don't want to do white text on dark backgrounds. Divide gives us that. We got a lot of yellow going on in pages. So darken. Yeah, it's kind of grayish looking screen. Lightened it up. Yellow. Do we change the color? Nope. Undo that. We're assigning that just to that layer. So let's see. Something like that. Overly saturated. Lightness. Looks like a pink. Very light pink. Okay, we'll use the pink. We'll use the pink, and you can also drop the opacity down. But let's turn that off, and we'll do another layer because we always end up doing more than one layer. And you want a different color. How about this blue? It's kind of turquoise, but something like that. Let's see, guys. Darken, multiply, burn, linear burn, darken color, lighten. I don't know if you can see anything. Color dodge, linear dodge, light color, overlay. Ooh, I kind of digging that. I am not hating it. Hold on a second. Overlay, not hating it. Not hating it, but is it light enough? Is it? Let's do one more layer and see what we can do. Come on with letter rake, marker. I want to say I already had that brush. Pastel squares, sandy mixer. Okay, that's a very thin brush. It's almost like a whirlwind. Hold on, guys. Let's go back out and save it. Let's open that back up. Oh, God. I don't know why I'm so tired and yawning. I need to get out and run around or something. Get out and run. Run, run, run. Alright, come on, slow opener. Okay, I do like that. Sandy mixer, I'm going to add that to my favorites because I kind of like that. But, so, Fresco has this new tool they added not long ago that you can manipulate an object and pull it and push it around. So we've been doing a little bit with that. So let's see. It's like twist it all up like laundry in a dryer. Let's see what happens. Okay. Make this a little more interesting. Okay, hold on a second, guys. My wife's calling me. I'll be right back. We got Marlo. We got Marlo. Well, guys, didn't realize I had my mic off and I did all the shout outs. Let's redo it. Thanks, Eyes of Art, Melody Provenzano, uh, Hayabusa, aka Passerby, uh, Random Oddities, Rome Dog, Preschool, 3 Playground, Sabrina Suburban Garden, and new to the channel and chat, Fadila Sabovich. Thank you all for joining me. I said a lot more. I was telling everybody to go to your channels and like and subscribe and check out your content. Oh man, I blew it. So basically the last 20 minutes or 30 minutes, the audio was turned off, muted. Sorry guys. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, night, middle of the night, and until next time, bye for now. Peace, guys.